The American dream. It's a phrase that echoes through history, conjuring images of hope, ambition, and the promise of something greater. For generations it's been a beacon, an invitation to imagine a life shaped by possibility, no matter where your journey begins. It's more than a phrase, it's the journey itself. The open road, stretching endlessly ahead, calls to those who dare to dream, to those who believe that the next mile might change everything. It's the belief that anyone from anywhere can build a better life. Whether you arrived with nothing but hope or were born into the heartland, the dream belongs to all who reach for it. This dream has powered our country for generations, humming beneath the surface of daily life. It's in the early morning hustle, the laughter at dinner tables, and the quiet moments of determination. From New York's bustling streets to Kansas's quiet plains, the promise of possibility is everywhere. It's woven into the fabric of our cities and stitched into the fields that stretch for miles. For a century, the American dream has shaped our cities, highways, and hopes. It's visible in the rise of skylines, the building of roads, and the ever-changing face of our communities. You see it in the chrome of a diner, the height of a skyscraper, and the resilience of small towns. Each place tells a story of striving, of overcoming, of reaching for something more. To understand America, you have to travel it, feel its pulse, hear its stories, and witness the dreams that drive people forward. Every journey reveals a new chapter in the nation's ongoing story. Imagine a road trip through time, from the jazz-filled 1920s, through decades of boom and bust, to today's ever-evolving landscape. Each era leaves its mark, shaping who we are and who we hope to become. We'll visit places that became symbols of hope, and meet people whose lives define the dream. Their stories are woven into the landmarks and the landscapes we cherish. This isn't just history, it's the story of ordinary folks chasing something more. It's about families, workers, dreamers, and doers, all adding their voices to the American chorus. We'll explore the shining promise and the shadows the dream casts. For every triumph, there are challenges. For every hope, a hurdle to overcome. So grab your map and sense of wonder, pack your curiosity and your questions, because the road ahead is full of surprises and lessons waiting to be discovered. Let's hit the road and explore the heart of America, one story at a time. Every mile brings us closer to understanding what the dream truly means. The journey is just beginning. Join me, and together, let's discover the spirit that keeps America moving forward. Our journey begins in the vibrant 1920s, a decade pulsing with energy, optimism, and dramatic change. America was on the move, and the spirit of possibility seemed endless. Cars like the Model T revolutionized daily life, giving families newfound freedom to travel and explore. Cities such as New York and Chicago soared with ambition, their skylines reaching ever higher, reflecting the nation's growing confidence. Roadside motels and gas stations sprang up along new highways, fueling dreams of mobility, adventure, and escape from the ordinary. The open road became a symbol of hope and opportunity for millions. But in 1929, the stock market crash brought this era of exuberance to a sudden halt. The roar of the 20s faded into silence, replaced by uncertainty and fear. The Great Depression swept across the country, turning journeys of leisure into desperate searches for survival. Families who once dreamed of vacations now faced breadlines and empty roads. Driven by drought and economic hardship, families packed their belongings and headed west on Route 66, chasing hope in California. The road became a path to survival for thousands of migrants. Along the way, they encountered not just hardship, but also moments of kindness and community. Strangers shared meals, and neighbors became lifelines in a time of need. Route 66 became more than a road. It was a lifeline, a symbol of both lost dreams and enduring hope, connecting people to new beginnings and the promise of a better life. The Depression taught us a hard lesson. The American dream is resilient, but never guaranteed. It must be fought for, even in the darkest times. Sometimes it's not about getting rich, it's about getting by, helping your neighbor, and finding strength in unity and compassion. This difficult chapter forged a generation's strength and resilience, shaping the character of a nation that refused to give up. Out of hardship, hope was reborn. The stage was set for the American dream's powerful return, and for new chapters of courage and possibility. After war and hardship, America was ready to dream big. The post-war era brought prosperity, new homes, cars, and optimism. The interstate highway system connected the nation, making coast-to-coast travel possible. Families piled into station wagons, heading to Disneyland or roadside diners. Motels, neon signs, and drive-ins became icons of a mobile, middle-class America. But this dream wasn't for everyone. Minority families were often excluded, and cities began to decline as suburbs grew. The highways united the country, but also created new divisions. For many, it was a golden age. For others, the dream remained out of reach. The shine of the American dream was bright, but not yet for all. The 1960s brought a new generation questioning the old dream. Was it about conformity, or could it mean freedom, justice, and self-expression? Young people traveled for protest and discovery, seeking connection over comfort. The civil rights movement revealed the dream's limits. Marches weren't vacations but battles for basic rights. The open road wasn't open to everyone. By the 1970s, optimism faded. Energy crises, economic uncertainty, and social unrest complicated the journey. America's landscape was now seen with a critical eye: progress, but also pollution and inequality. The American dream was being remade, more personal, diverse, and contested. The journey was no longer simple. The dream was evolving. The 1980s rebooted the American dream. Ambition, wealth, and high-tech success. Entrepreneurs and innovators became the new pioneers, chasing fortunes in Wall Street and Silicon Valley. The journey shifted from dusty roads to corporate towers and digital frontiers. Travel became global, and the classic road trip turned nostalgic. But prosperity wasn't universal. Many working-class communities struggled as factories closed. The gap between rich and poor widened. For some, the dream was a corner office. For others, it was just holding on. The Rust Belt's decline made the dream feel distant for many. The American dream was now about reinvention, but also about survival. The journey's meaning was changing. Not everyone was moving forward. The 21st century brought a digital revolution. Opportunity was everywhere and nowhere. The internet let us dream and work from anywhere, but also brought uncertainty. After 9/11, travel felt different. Security and vulnerability reshaped the dream. Community and resilience became more valued than ever. Social media let us share our journeys instantly, but also created new pressures and comparisons. The gig economy offered freedom, but also instability. We could travel the world virtually, yet feel isolated at home. The 2008 economic crisis reminded us, no dream is immune to collapse. Many lost homes and savings. The climb to stability grew steeper. The American dream became a story of innovation, disruption, and anxiety. We're still searching for real security in a virtual world. The journey continues, more complex than ever. In 2025, the American dream is alive, but it's changed. It's no longer a single story, but a tapestry woven from countless individual threads, each unique and evolving. Today, the dream is more personal, more diverse, and more realistic than ever before. It's shaped by our backgrounds, our values, and the communities we build. For some, it's still about achieving success, climbing the ladder, building a business, or reaching new heights in their careers. For others, it's about finding meaning, balance, and authenticity, prioritizing well-being, relationships, and a sense of purpose. The dream is a mosaic of millions of hopes, ambitions, and stories, each one adding color and depth to the bigger picture. And travel has become purposeful, connecting us with nature, with new cultures, and with experiences that broaden our horizons and deepen our understanding of the world. Remote work has created a new generation of nomads, redefining what it means to call a place home and allowing people to chase opportunity wherever it leads. The journey is as much inward as it is outward. Self-discovery, reflection, and growth are now central to the American dream. Of course, challenges remain. Rising costs, student debt, and social division test our resolve and our unity. But hope endures, in small business owners opening their doors each morning, in teachers inspiring the next generation, and in neighbors reaching out to help one another. The dream is an active choice, a belief in a better future, and the courage to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles. The story of the American dream is your story, my story, and the story of our nation's journey together. Ever changing, always hopeful. Take a moment to reflect on your own dream and what it means to you in this moment. Where will your road take you next? What new horizons will you seek, and what stories will you add to the tapestry? As long as we keep chasing the horizon, the journey of the American dream never truly ends.